It's the race to the checkered flag as the Premier League comes to an end. Guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today welcome to my game week 34 Premier League predictions. We are getting ever closer to the end of the Premier League season. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright then, and the first game is happening tomorrow afternoon at Selhurst Park, and it's the first game of the weekend, and it is Crystal Palace against West Ham in a bit of a London derby. Now, Crystal Palace did lose the other night against Wolves. West Ham losing against Liverpool. Palace, I didn't watch the game, but didn't really look a good performance from them. I think Joachim Andersen scored an own goal, and I can't remember who scored for Wolves. So it looks like it was a bit of a frustrating day at the office for Crystal Palace. For West Ham, I watched a bit of their game whilst it was half-time in the Man City-Liverpool game. And to be honest, West Ham looked really good. Just looking at the way, just watching the game for the 10-15 minutes that I watched, West Ham looked really, really good. I'm not going to lie. So West Ham, I think they could go to Selhurst Park and maybe win this game. But you know, Palace will want to win this game after the result at Wolves on Tuesday. But yeah, for me, I'm going to sit on the fence and go Crystal Palace 2, West Ham 2. I'm going to go 2-2. Okay, then, and the next game, it is Brentford against Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. Sorry, at the GT Community Stadium. Now, Brentford got a big win at Stamford Bridge. They've now won twice in a row, Brentford, at the Bridge. And, you know, big win there for Brentford. Well, to be fair, being Chelsea is quite easy, I'm not going to lie. But Forest, what a win for them on Wednesday. They got a massive, and I mean a massive, they won 3-1 at home at the City Ground against Brighton. That result for Forest is absolutely massive. And you never know, that game could keep Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. It was a fantastic result. To beat Brighton as well, who were fighting for Europe, just got knocked out of the FA Cup semi-finals. It's a fantastic result for Forest, and I'll be feeling maybe a bit-ish confident going to Brentford, considering Brentford are not doing too great at the moment, even though Brentford have just gone and beaten Chelsea 2-0. But the one thing that will let Forest down here, it is their away record. They have got their away form is absolutely terrible. I think Forest have only won like one away game this season. Forest, it's just their away form that lets them down, I'm not going to lie. So Brentford, I think they're going to win this one. It's going to be a scrappy game. My prediction is Brentford 2, Nottingham Forest 1, 2-1 to Brentford. Okay then, and the next game, it is Brighton versus Wolves at the Amex Stadium. And yeah, there's only 3 games tomorrow on Saturday, which is a bit weird. But to be fair, most of the teams have played on like Wednesday and Thursday and everything. But yeah, Brighton, of course, you just spoke about them. They lost 3-1 to Forest. Not a good result for Brighton, considering if they want to get Europe, they've got to be winning. Jesus Christ. They should be winning probably those sort of games. But Brighton, you know, they are playing Wolves. Wolves with a 2-0 win against Crystal Palace. Good result for Julian Lopetegui's team. This really could go either way. Brighton could win this, Wolves could win this. But I'm going to go home advantage. Brighton 2, Wolves 1, 2-1 to Brighton. Okay then, and the next game, we're now moving on to Sunday's games. And the first game is Bournemouth versus Leeds. Massive game down at the bottom. Oh my God. Now Leeds, I did watch their game on Tuesday against Leicester, and in my opinion, I think it was a game of 2 halves. For me, I thought Leeds were really good in the first half. I don't think Leicester played that well. But second half, Leicester switched on and they played very well, and they were the better team in the second half. Leicester did take the lead. Good goal from Sinistera, good play from Leeds. But of course, you know, Leicester equalised from GW34. Leicester could have won the game, but Leicester could have won the game, but Jamie Vardy was offside, and you know, it was clearly offside. Bournemouth, big win last night against Southampton. for me, Bournemouth, I think a few more wins for them. I think Bournemouth will be safe, in my opinion. Gary O'Neill, he's actually done quite a decent job at the moment. To go to Tottenham and beat them, beating Liverpool. They've got some decent results, Bournemouth. And for me, I think Bournemouth are going to win this one. Leeds, they're not doing great at the moment. A draw against Leicester. If any Leeds fans watching, would you take the point against Leicester? But yeah, for me, Bournemouth have won this. Bournemouth 2, Leeds 0, 2-0 Bournemouth. Okay then, and the next game, it is Fulham against Manchester City. And of course, Manchester City, what a win for them it was on Wednesday. They beat Arsenal 4-1 at the Etihad Stadium. Massive, massive result for Leicester. And Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland, they were on fire. Their connection is unbelievable. Literally every time it was De Bruyne to Haaland, De Bruyne to Haaland, De Bruyne. It was every time. Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland in that game against Arsenal were absolutely brilliant. Man City were just brilliant. They absolutely dominated Arsenal. Arsenal were very bad. We'll speak about Arsenal, of course, later in the video. But Man City were absolutely brilliant. Fulham did lose 1-0. Fulham did lose 1-0 against Villa. To be fair, 1-0 against Villa isn't that bad considering how well Villa have been playing. Again, I did put a bit of the game on whilst it was half time in the Leeds game, and my mate was meant to be saying Villa were really dominant. The bit I watched, Fulham were the better team. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, for me, there's one winner here. Fulham have got no chance. My prediction is Fulham 0, Manchester City 4, 4-0 Man City. Okay, then, and the next game, it is Manchester United against Aston Villa. Now, Manchester United did draw 2-2 with Tottenham last night. And Villa, of course, like I just said, beating Fulham 1-0. To be fair, whether it is 1-0 or 5-0, a win is a win at the end of the day. But Manchester United, I'll be honest, they dominated us first off. They were by far the better team. We didn't play well, but second half, we turned up and we played really well. And United just really looked poor. We could have won that game. The amount of chances we had. Eric Dyer, how did he not score that header? I have no idea. But I'll get into Tottenham a bit more in a minute. But United, they'll be really disappointed that they bottled the 2-0 lead and somehow didn't win that game. But to be fair, they just switched off second half. It's like we switched off first half. United were on, and it's the complete opposite in the second half. For me, I think Villa have a really good opportunity of winning this game, but United, they'll want to win this game considering they blowed a 2-0 lead against Tottenham last night. So my prediction is Manchester United 2, Aston Villa 2, 2-2. And Villa fans, keep Rashford quiet. And Man United fans, keep Watkins quiet. Anyway, the next game is Newcastle versus Southampton. And honestly, who can stop Newcastle United at the moment? They have been on fire. 10 goals. They've scored 10 goals and they've conceded 2. Newcastle are on fire at the moment. They are brilliant. They're doing brilliant. 6-1 against Tottenham, 4-1 against Everton. God knows what's going to happen against Southampton on Sunday. But I'm telling you now, I think Newcastle are going to embarrass, and I think they're going to batter Southampton. Southampton, for me, they're gone. Southampton are gone. Bournemouth yesterday was a game Southampton could have won. They nearly got a point, but they didn't. For me, I'm sorry, Southampton fans, you are going down. Your 10-year stay, I think it is, in the Premier League is coming to an end. Newcastle, they are absolutely fantastic at the moment. Newcastle and Villa are the two teams no one wants to play against at the moment because they're doing unbelievable. But yeah, prediction, Newcastle 5, Southampton 0, 5-0 to the Geordies. Okay, then the next game, you could, for me, I'm not sure if it's game of the week or not, but it's a big game. It's Liverpool versus Tottenham at Anfield. And, of course, Liverpool winning 2-1 against West Ham. Good win there for Liverpool. Are they going to get top 4? Who knows? And are we going to get top 4? Of course, we did draw 2-2 with Manchester United last night. First half, wasn't that great, I'm not going to lie. I thought Man United were probably the better team. We created a few chances, but first half wasn't that great. But second half, oh my God, that second half was fantastic. We dominated. We absolutely dominated Manchester United in that second half. How we did not win that game, I have no idea. The amount of chances that we had, I could name loads. Eric Dyer, son, we could have won that game by 3 goals. We could have won that game like 4-5-2 if we simply would have put our chances away in the second half. But defensively, yeah, we weren't that great for the whole game. But first half for me wasn't that good. But second half, we dominated Man United. We absolutely and if we play like that, if we play like we did in the second half for the whole game against Liverpool, we could beat them. But we probably won't, because that Anfield, and Anfield is our bogey stadium. Anfield is our bogey stadium. We never win there. We never win at Old Trafford. We never win at Anfield. We never win at Stamford Bridge. We never win at the Emirates. We never win at the Emirates. The only Big 16 that we sometimes go to and win is Manchester City. Liverpool, we have not won there in ages. The only time it's either a draw or Liverpool win. But Liverpool, they're doing quite well at the moment. I think they've won their last 4-3 in a row, so they're doing quite well at the moment. But yeah, prediction, I think we're going to lose. My prediction is a 3-1 home win for Liverpool. Okay, then we now move on to the Monday Night Football. And it's kind of a big game, to be honest. It's Leicester versus Everton at the King Power Stadium. Now, Everton. What happened last night against Newcastle? And Everton fans, is it over? Are you going down? Are you going to Rotherham away next season in the Championship? Of course, if they go down, of course. Are you going to Bristol away next season? Who knows? But Everton, I didn't watch the game. Of course I didn't watch the game. I was watching Spurs. But Everton, there were loud boos at full time around Goodison Park. The fans were not happy. And yeah, Everton fans, are you going to win this game? Because this is a winnable game for Everton. Leicester are also struggling, but Leicester are starting to do well. 2-1 against Wolves on Saturday, 1-1 against Leeds. First off, they weren't great against Leeds, but second half, they were really good. For me, Leicester, if they keep doing this, if they keep winning games and getting good results, Leicester could be safe. We could have another great escape again. But yeah, for me, Leicester, I think they'll win this one. Everton are just a mess at the moment. So my prediction is Leicester City 2, Everton 0, 2-0 Leicester. Okay then, and we now move on to another big game, London Derby, Arsenal against Chelsea. Now Arsenal, both Arsenal and Chelsea lost. Arsenal losing 4-1 to Manchester City at the Etihad. Chelsea losing at home to Brentford. And I'm not even joking. This is not a joke. I'm not laughing. I'm actually being serious. Chelsea could get relegated. I am not even joking. Chelsea are 10 points above the drop. 10. Could you actually say Chelsea are in the relegation battle? And the mad thing is, if they lose and Palace beat West Ham and Wolves win against Brighton and Chelsea lose, Chelsea are 13th. I think Chelsea are either 13th or 14th. Chelsea could actually get. I don't think Chelsea will get relegated. But if they do, it'll be quite funny. But I don't think it'll happen because Chelsea, yeah, they're better than Leeds, they're better than Everton, better than Forest, they're probably better than other teams fighting for their lives. So yeah, Chelsea will stay up. Don't worry, lads. But yeah, Arsenal, are they going to bottle the league? For me, I think it's over. I think City, I know it's a bit of a spoiler, but who cares? But for me, I think City will win the league. Arsenal, they've bottled it. They had to win that game against Man City to stay alive, have a chance of winning the league. But for me, I think it's over for them. Even though it is 2 points, and even though City, yeah, if City beat Fulham, yeah, they do go above Arsenal when they go back top. But for me, I think it's over for Arsenal. They've got some tough games coming up. I think they've got Newcastle, Brighton, and someone else. For me, it's over for Arsenal. I'm sorry. Call me biased all you want. The league is over for you. But I still think you'll win this game because Chelsea are dog. My prediction: Arsenal 3, Chelsea 0, 3-0 Arsenal. Come on, the referee. But yeah. Anyway, so we now have a few rescheduled games, and the first one is Liverpool versus Fulham. And of course, this game got postponed because of Fulham in the FA Cup. Fulham, they lost 1-0 to Villa. Of course, they are playing on Sunday against Man City. That's harsh. You got Man City, then you got Liverpool. But yeah, Liverpool, I think they'll win this one. I said they'll beat us. They'll win this game. 2-0 Liverpool. Okay, next up, Man City, West Ham. I think this was postponed as well because of the FA Cup. But, City, I think they'll win this one. They're too good. I think City and Napoli are the best two teams in Europe right now. West Ham, yeah, they're doing okay at the moment, but City will win this one. 4-0 Manchester City. And the final game, Brighton, Manchester United. This game got postponed, I think, as well because of the FA Cup. Brighton, lost 3-1 to Forest. I think they'll narrowly beat Bournemouth, but this will be a tough game against United. United, 2 tough games coming up now. Aston Villa on Sunday, Brighton on Thursday, I think this game is. But I think United will scrape a win. Brighton 1, Man United 2. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Smash the like, subscribe, and I'll see you for the Game Week 35 Premier League predictions.